Just text it to me.
It's on my phone.
Back at it again. Check.
Trying to make sure it's working though.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Bishop Gorman Gaels Hockey. It's Game 3 of the Memorial Day 1 Hockey Tournament. Your Bishop Gorman Gaels 16U AA/AAA team. Ken Rubino here along with Joe Micatrano.
Good evening, Kenny, and it's great to be back in the box with you again. Super excited to be down here at Henderson at the America First Center.
So the Bishop Gorman Gaels 16U AA/AAA team are about to embark on their third game. They are 2-0 so far in the series. They have a 3-1 victory under their belts and then a 2-1 victory earlier today. And starting in goal for the Bishop Gorman Gaels is number 1, Ryder, Saxton.
He'll pick you up over there.
Ryder had a 1 goal against him in the first game, and Bishop Gorman really controlled the play for most of the game last game against the California Hockey Club. And today they will face off against the West Coast Elite team, who are now 1-1. Posner and Baldy on D for the Gaels. Posner picks up the puck, up to Davis, now up to Wowuden into the zone. Wowuden drops it off to Davis. Davis behind the net, off his stick. Gaels are in their white uniforms, and the West Coast Elite team is in their black uniform. Shot by Wowuden, saved by the West Coast Elite. It's local hockey at its finest, Joe. I think the teams here have a mix of players from Vegas and a mix of players from California.
Yeah, I mean, look, this time of year, what you're getting is kids' birth rates have come down about 100 beats a minute simply because most of these kids have already signed where they're playing next year. Everybody's feeling good, and now they're actually just getting out here and stretching the legs again, which is great this time of year.
Rubino at the point here. He drops it into the zone. Back is Jennings. Jennings, he's pinned against the boards. Out to Tritton. Tritton on the blue line drops it down deeper. Jennings to the corner. That's Evan Bowinkle. Evan Bowinkle has 2 goals so far in this tournament and leading the Gaels in goal scoring. Puck comes up to Tritton. Tritton tries a shot on goal, save, covered up by the West Coast Elite goaltender, and everybody will go for a change right now. Face off in the offensive zone for the Gaels. West Coast Elite come out with it. Chip it up. Larison at the point. Shot towards the net goes wide. That's Cole Kalea in there. And the puck comes out of the zone. Hodson drops it off. And West Coast Elite into the zone. Shot blocked by Hodson. Good job getting in front of that one. Putting his body in harm's way. West Coast Elite have the puck on the boards. Shot blocked again towards the net. That's taken by Larison behind the net. Swings it around to Scrogum. Scrogum up the boards. Scrogum to Timmy Folks, who's had a great series thus far. West Coast Elite have it now, and they're out of the zone. That's Hodgson. Bounces off the boards. Oddly, here comes the West Coast Elite. Knocking it away is Larison. He's ahead of the play. Larison drops it in, and he goes for a change. Quick pace so far, Joe.
Yeah, a little bit sloppy. The kids are getting their legs stretched out here a little bit, but it is definitely, you're starting to see the speed pick up as the legs loosen up.
Posner with the puck in the corner. Gets it up to Creel. Creel off the boards. Picked up by Colin Davis in the zone. He's got Wowden with him. Davis drops it for Creel. Creel in the corner now. Burrows in. Creel lays a hit. Creel's been physical so far in this tournament. Puck comes out of the zone. It's on a stick of Baldy. Baldy off the, gives it to Wowden. Wowden up to Davis. Davis has a step. Can't get to it. As the Elite team comes out of the zone. Back is Martin. Martin and Rubino. Rubino knocks into the corner. Rubino plays the body, takes the puck. Rubino tries to dangle around one, gives it up. Shot by West Coast Elite. Saved by Saxton. Saxton tested early. Rubino with the puck now. Up the boards to Wowdoon. Past him. Creel in on the forecheck. Creel burrows in. West Coast Elite come out with the puck. Knocked off his stick. That's Bowinkle, who's had a great series. Has 2 goals in on the goalie. And he tried to get a backhand off, kick at the shot off as he had an open run to the net. Jennings and Bowinkle in the corner. Battling. It's up to Tritton. Back to Martin. Martin shot. Wide. Rubino stepping up. Puck stays in the zone. Jennings along the boards. Puck goes out of the zone all the way down. That's going to be an icing on the West Coast Elite.
Yeah, it's a couple of observations early on. The Gorman team is definitely more skilled. The key is to not get undisciplined because they're getting comfortable trying to maybe take that extra move with the stick, do the extra, little dangle this way or that way, and that's going to potentially lead to something going the other way. Stay in your system, stay disciplined, and, the shots will start to open up to them.
West Coast Elite trying to come out of the zone with it. Good forechecking there by Kalea and Scrogum. Puck in the zone. Scrogum picks it up in the corner out front. Bounces around available. Timmy Folks trying to get to it. Out of the zone they come. Hodson picks up the loose puck. Reverses it out of the zone. West Coast Elite at the blue line now. Good back checking there by Kalea. And Kalea picks up a loose puck. Out of the zone he comes. Kalea at the blue line. In the zone goes Scrogum. Picks up another loose puck. Shot! Save! Just goes wide. Almost through the West Coast Elite goals. And shot by Hodson from the point wide. Up to the point. That's Larison. Keeps it in. Down towards the middle. West Coast Elite picks it up. Hodson loses an edge there. Good back checking by Scrogum. Puck in the corner. Now it's behind the net. Hodson will collect. Oncoming forechecker. Hodson gets out of harm's way. Up to Creel. Creel chips it up. Puck to the point. And good job by Davis coming out of the zone. Really hard on the puck. Off Hodson's stick. Over to Larison. Larison up to Davis. And the puck is not out of the zone yet. Now it is. Neutral zone. Squirts over to Hodson. Hodson rips it in. And the Gaels go for a change. West Coast Elite comes around with it. Picked up by Posner. Creel on the blue line there. Tries to forecheck. Baldy intercepts a pass and drops it into the zone. Bullwinkle on it. Bullwinkle gets it knocked off his stick and out of the zone. West Coast Elite comes forward with it. Posner's back behind his own net. Backhands it over to Baldy. Baldy up the boards. No one there but the West Coast Elite player. In the corner now. Posner with a hit. Bullwinkle in the corner. Tries to get it up. That's Tritton. Tritton across. And it's out of the zone. Gorman's changing. And that goes all the way down the ice. No icing called. And Martin will go back to get it. Martin. Back to Martin. Over to Tritton. Cash Tritton. Over to Martin. Martin steaming up the ice with speed. Martin. Shot. Blocked. Good hit there by Jennings. Keeping the puck in is Tritton. Shot wide. Over to Rubino. Rubino at the point. Shot. Whiffs on it. And West Coast Elite out with the puck. Here they come through the West Coast Elite with a shot. Saved by Saxton. And Tritton out. And there's a West Coast Elite player down. I'm not sure if that was a penalty or not, Joe.
Yeah, I think somebody's going to go to the box here. I didn't see who throw the elbow. See if the ref. No. It looks like the refs are now getting into a little circle, and they're just going to bring it out to center ice. So took a good shot across the bow there, but as we're looking at it, I think what you're seeing right now is the Gorman team's being a little more undisciplined than they should be. This is skill, skill, skill. The other team's trying to learn each other's names, and instead of trying to go for the big hit, go for the skill play.
Gorman has it come out of the zone. Larison's on it. He drops it in. Back behind the net. Timmy Folks on the forecheck. Out come the Elite. Elite player has it down low. Good play by Larison. Shot on net. Save. Steered aside by Saxton. Back behind the net's Hodson. Hodson up to Kalea. Past him. The Elite player has it into the zone onside. Defending is Larison. Gets a stick on it. Takes the puck. And gets it up to Wahuden. Wahuden chips it out. And it's out of the zone. Elite have it. Davis defending. Hodson back with it. Over to Larison. Larison through the middle. Pass doesn't connect with Davis. In the neutral zone. Hodson now has it again. Off the glass. Out of the zone. And the West Coast Elite are offside. The pace has been pretty fast thus far, and Gorman can't seem to get scoring chances going.
Tonight's game is sponsored by Bill Kerr Bail Bonds. If you need to go to jail, call Bill Kerr.
Thanks, Joe. Posner with it in the corner. Gets up to Wahuden. Wahuden backhands it to Davis. Davis through the neutral zone with speed. Into the corner it goes. Creel. Oh, Creel trying to get it out to Wahuden. Davis now on it. Davis trying to get it out front. Taken by Elite. Around. Intercepted by Creel. Creel to Davis. Davis. Backhand shot blocked. West Coast Elite come out with the puck, and they send it all the way down the ice. That's going to be an icing on the West Coast Elite. Teams feeling each other out right here. It seems like Gorman can't get any sustained pressure. West Coast Elite is trying to kind of hang on for their dear life.
Yeah, no questions asked. As we look at the other bench, what we're seeing right now is a lot of Arizona Bobcats, and it kind of makes you think about what's going on in Arizona with youth hockey right now. between the Coyotes' departure. The Bobcats were the staple in Arizona. It'll be interesting to see if they kind of rise up again to be that program.
On the draw, Bullwinkle loses the draw to the elite player, and they're out of the zone. Good breakout by the elite. Off a stick, Rubino takes it. Rubino has it. Rubino looking back behind the net. Rubino over to Martin. Martin up to Tritton, past him. Elite have it on their stick. Back up the boards. Martin has it. Martin over to Tritton. Tritton through the neutral zone with speed. He's got Bullwinkle with him. Tritton shot wide. Good back pass by Bullwinkle on the stick of Rubino. Martin. Martin scores! Martin scores! Shot from the point. It's Tyler Martin from Evan Bullwinkle.
Really nice shielding by the guys in front of the goalie. Goalie didn't see that thing. All he did was hear it when it bounced off the back of the net. Really nice shot there by Tyler. Smart move. Didn't have a guy posted up in front of him. Had a clear lane to fire in. Some traffic in front. That's just a good take there.
Yeah, way to pull the trigger right away, Joe. I mean, you have to pull that trigger right away. There's not enough time to kind of dust it off and shoot. So good job by Tyler Martin. His first goal of the season. Scrogum with the puck, trying to get in the zone. Knocks down two players for the West Coast Elite. And burrows in. That's Jimmy Folks. Larison picks it up in the middle. Scrogum. Shot.
Say this as that goaltender for the West Coast Elite team starts to go down to his knees. He is opening up every corner on that net. So I think if I'm on the bench right now, I'm telling the kids, hey boys, start playing the corners. This next break is brought to you by Keith Dunnigan Jiu-Jitsu. When you need to know how to wrestle like a postman, call Keith Dunnigan. That's www.yourgopostaljujitsuman.com.
1-0 Gaels. Shots on goal 7-3 in favor of the Gaels. A scrum in the corner there. It's Waudin, Creel, and Davis. West Coast Elite come out. A good back checking there by Davis. Here comes Creel. Creel has Waudin with him. Puck is bouncing around in the middle. West Coast Elite grab it and come out of the zone. Ahead. Oh, big play there by Larison. Puck comes out in the neutral zone. That's Posner. Posner on the puck now. Posner over to Baldy. Baldy looking across to Davis. It makes his way to Creel. Creel into the corner. Behind the net, Waudin. Waudin burrows in. 2-on-2. Waudin and Creel, two West Coast Elite players. And they get it out of the zone. Puck sent in on net. Saxton picks it up, leaves it for Baldy. Baldy with a little shimmy shake, loses the puck. Good job by Posner getting back. Picking up that puck, takes a rough ride into the boards. Baldy sends it around. To the point now, blocked in front by Bullwinkle. Bullwinkle's had a great series thus far, has 2 goals in the tournament. Puck makes its way to Jennings. Jennings up the boards. Jennings to the middle. Here comes Posner. Posner shot. Save. Good shot by Posner. Puck in the corner. Tritton digging. Tried to send it out. And Posner was trying to get back to his point area. And he missed the puck. Timmy Folks takes a hit to make a play. Here comes Lars Jennings. Jennings shot. Save. Covered up by the West Coast Elite goaltender. Jennings getting in front of the net where he belongs.
One thing that I would tell him, and we'll get the boys out a couple times before then, if he hasn't gone out with Pfizer.
That brings out the law firm of Scrogum, Kalea, and Folks. Rubino and Martin on D. Folks on the draw. Faceoff's a dead heat. Folks tries to get it forward. Back behind the net. Scrogum trying to get it out in the middle. West Coast Elite come out with it. Defending is Rubino. Knocking it off his stick is Rubino. Here comes Timmy Folks into the zone. Trying to get to the middle, and Kalea just passed his stick. Kalea couldn't get to it. Good play. Picked off by Scrogum. Scrogum shot, blocked. Folks takes it. Can't get to it. Scrogum again. Score! Leland Scrogum with another one. Scrogum's second goal of the tournament. That was just a matter of great offensive zone pressure. Teams keeping it in the zone. And Leland Scrogum has his second goal of the tournament. And the Gaels go up 2-0. Shots on goal 10-3. Larison at the line. Larison picks one up the boards, out of the zone. 10 seconds left in the period. West Coast Elite have it. Giving chase is Wowden. Davis picks it up. He's got 2-second shot. Save. Davis trying to put one in prior to the end of the first period. After one, it is 2-0. Bishop Gorman Gaels. Second period underway here. Davis sends it in. Back is Hodson. Hodson tries to put it in. West Coast Elite come the other way. Good hit by Creel. Creel's been very physical in this tournament so far.
I was just This is one of those points the refs have to take control of this game right now because there's a boarding call that went uncalled. You had a slew foot at the blue line, and now you're starting to see the kids get real chippy. That's not why they're in this thing. They got to get control of this one quick.
A few hits that were headhunting hits. Not often do you see Jennings get hit like that, and Jennings got knocked down. It was a high hit. Referee calling, moving things around. Bowinkle on the draw here. Jennings sends it out. That's Baldy. Baldy back to Jennings. Jennings down low. That's Bowinkle. Bowinkle has two goals so far in the tournament. And West Coast Elite tries to come out of the zone. Big hit there by Bowinkle. Showing the body. Intercepted by Baldy. Baldy into the zone. Baldy chases after his puck. Tritton has it now. Tritton. He had Jennings in front if he could have gotten it to him. Tritton, cross ice, off a stick, out of the zone. Bowinkle over to Tritton. Tritton drops it into the zone. Behind the net, West Coast Elite has it. Jennings now tied up with number 3 there, no call. Puck comes out, West Coast Elite ahead, Posner back. Saxton stops it for Posner. Out of the zone. Up to Tritton. Tritton gets it in the zone, and the Gaels go for a full sail change. Intercepted by Jennings. Jennings, shot! Wide. Puck comes out front, bounces around. Fun bounce there for the Gaels. Rubino takes it, drops it into the zone. Timmy Folks on the forecheck. Up the boards, kept in by Rubino. Rubino along the boards, gets pinned. West Coast Elite take it behind the net. Sent back around. West Coast Elite down the boards, kept in by Rubino towards the net. Blocked, out of the zone. That's going to be an icing. And no icing. Rubino picks it up. Rubino comes around the net. Rubino has some space. Rubino up to Kalea. Scrogum. Scrogum shot on net. Save by the West Coast Elite goaltender. I think the game's gotten a little bit more physical.
Yeah, definitely gotten a little more physical, a little more skilled. But, you know, the refs just got to be a little more consistent with these calls. Shot total right now is 14-3. But it feels like it's a little closer, even though it's 2-0, if that makes sense.
That brings on the line of Martin, Creel, and Wowden. Oh, sorry, that's Davis at the center position. And the puck, it's a dead heat, and Davis tries to get a shot off. Puck bounces around, Davis on it. Players going to the boards out to the middle. West Coast Elite send it out, and Martin's back for it. Martin is back. Circle. Martin tries to get out of trouble. To the middle it goes, and Creel's there. Creel off the glass, out of the zone. Here comes Davis. Davis ahead of the play. In the circle, Davis has it. Trying to send it out to the point. Rubino is coming into the middle, into the wide side. Rubino circles. Up the boards to Wowden. Chips it in. Got behind the net, gets out front. Creel on the boards. Out goes West Coast Elite. Larison. Good pressure by Larison. Dispossesses the West Coast Elite player from the puck. And then Hodgson has it. Hodgson shimmy shakes up the boards, and that's all the way down. That's going to be nice on the Gaels. I think Hodgson thought he had a winner coming up the boards there.
Yeah, no questions. It's you know, this is one of those ones you want to see Gorman kind of get into their system, keep the pressure on, crisp passes. It's been a couple errant passes right now. This is a team that's obviously not at your level, so it's like just start burying stuff.
I think the forecheck is getting to the West Coast Elite team, And if they do a little bit more of that, Gorman team will have some success. Face up to the right of Ryder Saxton, who has had to make 3 saves so far. Saxton had to win in the first game, and referees blow it dead. Face up to the right of Saxton. Won by the Gaels. Hodgson behind the net. Gets chased down by the West Coast Elite player. After the point. Number 7 shot towards the net. Wide. To the other point. Shot. Saved by Saxton. He's there. And he covers up for a whistle. The goaltenders for the Gaels have been excellent thus far in the series.
Yeah, no question. Ryder's feeling comfortable right now. I got to watch him play a little bit last night, not this morning, but he looks comfortable. He's seeing the puck, and the defense is doing a good job of keeping the guys away from the net.
No second chances. Puck to the point there. West Coast Elite down low. Hodgson on the boards, lays a hit. West Coast Elite has it behind the net. Good interception there by Tritton. Puck's out of the zone. Pushed ahead by Jennings. Jennings working hard. The puck is back in the Gaels' end. Hodgson collects. Around the net he goes. Checks up. Back to Larison. Larison with some space. Larison up to Tritton. Past him. West Coast Elite come the other way. Larison picks up a loose puck. Up to Jennings. Jennings. Cross to Tritton. Tritton on his horse. Cash Tritton, all-star in the Anaheim Ducks Hockey League last year. Posner drops it into the zone. Jennings on the forecheck. Look out. No. Stepping up is Baldy, but Bowinkle has to pick up that puck. Intercepted by the West Coast Elite. They come in. Good back check by Jennings. Picked up by Posner. Posner hasn't knocked off his stick. He gets it up to Bowinkle. Bowinkle takes a big hit. And he's down. Bowinkle is down. And
that was a clean 50-50 hit. Unfortunately, Evan felt the brunt of that one.
I think he got it under the chin. Evan Bowinkle has had a superb series thus far, scoring 2 goals for the Gaels. Slow to get up.
It was good. He didn't hit his head on the way back, so that was good. He just kind of, I think it probably knocked the air out of him and probably just gave him a little head rattle.
He had something to say to the West Coast Elite players on his way off the ice.
Now, this is where, having played with Evan for a number of years, this is where you hope when Evan comes back out for his next shift, stays in the mode he's been in for the last 2 games, and just calm, cool, collective answer with a goal.
He's been the Gaels' best player thus far. Timmy Folks on the draw, wins that. Posner up to Scrogum. Scrogum ahead of the play. 3-on-2 going the other way. Shot towards the net. Steered aside by the goaltender of the West Coast Elite. Out to Baldy. Baldy, little nice move by Baldy. Baldy suffered a laceration of his face in the last game. One-timer chance, just doesn't go. Posner, down low. Out to Posner, middle. Posner shot, wide. Calling for the puck is Posner. Scrogum behind the net. Out come the West Coast Elite. Baldy defending. They drop it in deep. West Coast Elite have it, trying to send it out front. Saved by Saxton. What a save by Saxton as the puck bounced off the West Coast Elite player. Scrogum in, tries to dangle. Can't get it around. West Coast Elite player. That's Martin. Martin shot on goal. Saved by the West Coast Elite goaltender.
You know, this 16 team's got a lot of 09s on it, so you got a lot of first-year guys, and I think the thing that you learn as you kind of work your way up these levels is that the higher you go up and the older you get, everybody can play. And so you keep your head down, you do this, you do that, somebody's going to catch you. And I think this is the time of year you want to learn that.
The 09s are playing excellent for the Gaels
They
thus
are.
far. Kept in by Martin. Martin Throws it on net. Saved by the West Coast Elite goaltender. Up the boards. Kept in by Davis. Down the boards. That's Creel. Creel burrows in. 2-on-2 battle down low. Two West Coast Elite players. Now Rubino joins the fray and kicks it out front. Out to Wauden. Shot. Blocked. Getting back is Rubino. Throws a hit. Out comes Creel. Creel drops it in. Wauden on it. Behind the net. Wauden takes a hit. Puck sent around. West Coast Elite control the puck now. Send it up the boards. Off a stick. Rubino keeps it in. In the zone. Good pressure by the Gaels. Creel burrows in. Two players on the ground. Creel steps over another player. Creel doing his thing. Out to Rubino. Rubino at the point. Rubino over to Martin. Martin. Shot. Save. And sent all the way down. On goal. Saxton leaves it for Rubino. Rubino looking. Rubino over to Martin. Martin into the zone. Here comes Martin. Shot. Save. And coming into the zone, Martin tries to get a rebound. The West Coast Elite players did not like that at all. And they go after Martin and Creel.
Well, you know, the punches don't look as fierce when they're wearing cages, but I do believe somebody will find themselves in the box. Bringing up that Bishop Gorman, I'm guessing, well, you know what they'll probably do here is they're probably going to throw two guys in the boxes. Would be the smart move here. There were some innocent jabs going, but, you know. But if you want to get your jab tight, you need to go to Keith Dunnigan Jiu-Jitsu. Keith will show you how to roll, punch, all the fun stuff. Martin's going to go, and we've got two guys going in. I don't know if they're doing a 2 and 10 here. The West Coast Elite team. Okay, so we got an extra penalty on the West Coast Elite team. Again, in this format, each kid will be serving a minute 30, and then we've got two guys in. So we've got, I guess it would be a 5 and 2.
I think it's a 2 and 2.
A 2 and 2. Okay. Okay. Point is, we'll be playing power play hockey for about a minute and a half.
5-on-4 hockey right now for the Gaels. Up 2-0 here with 4:34 left to go in the second period. Ken Rubino alongside Joe Micatrato here for the call. Evan Bowinkle has 2 goals thus far in the series. He's going to center the line with Lars Jennings and Cash Tritton, who also has a goal up in this series.
So it's going to be important right here. I think this is Evan's first shift back out after that hit. Let's, you got a great opportunity to put the puck in the net here. Make the most of this power play. Let's not get emotional. Let's just go out and play good hockey.
We have Larison and Hodson on the back end here. West Coast Elite now has it along the boards. Good hit by Jennings, keeping the puck in. That's Bowinkle. Bowinkle drops it for Larison. To the middle, shot by Tritton. Save. One-timer shot by Tritton doesn't go. Bowinkle picks up the puck. Tritton getting worked over in the corner. No call. No call there as Tritton got worked over in the corner. Bowinkle on it. Bowinkle dropped down to his knees, gets it back to the point. Hodson keeps it in momentarily. Still keeps it in. Good job by Hodson. Kept in by Larison. Larison walks it in. Looking for some space. To Jennings behind the net, to the middle. And Hodson comes in for the one-timer, taking the shot off. Tipped out of the zone. Hodson gives it to Larison. Larison back to Hodson. Hodson to the middle. That's Bowinkle. Bowinkle into the corner. Burrows in. Gets knocked down. Again, no call. Scrogum in there. 2-on-2 in the corner. 17 seconds left to go on this power play. Scrogum out with it. Out to Hodson. Hodson to the point. Shot. Jennings in the middle. Jennings backhand. Save.
You know, again, so now this is the refs have got to get some control here. And I'll say this: what I was very impressed about on there, that power play from Gorman there was very well organized. They were obviously getting some. They were trying to take some penalties. They weren't getting them. And oh no, actually, we will have somebody go into the box here to put 3 in. But it was very organized. I love seeing Evan come out there and just play hockey, not look for a retaliation. And as you know, Ken, the best retaliation is retaliation on the board.
That's right. Scoreboard. It's coming. We're here with Keith Dunnigan. He's a
Jiu-jitsu master.
Face up in the offensive zone for the Gaels. Won by Folks. Baldy with the shot. Save. Baldy shot it. He went low glove, and the goaltender comes in with a big save for the West Coast Elite.
Got about 3:06 left here in the second period. 22 shots to 5. I definitely think Bishop Gorman has asserted their dominance in the zone now. They're controlling the neutral zone. They're controlling the offensive zone. Really no threats in the defensive zone right now.
Puck sent back to the point. Baldy on the point. Walks in. Cross. That's Kalea. Kalea sends it back to Posner, and he was out of the zone. He was anticipating the player coming out of the
He was
penalty
watching
box.
the cherry pickers sitting back off the penalty.
Yeah, so Posner stepped out of the zone.
A smart play.
Puck comes up. West Coast Elite out of the zone. Not out. Kept in by Kalea. Kalea keeps it in on his stick. Kalea shot. Save. Folks in front. Rebound to the backboards. Kalea on it. Kalea's had a tremendous series thus far. Kalea pulls it out. Gets it to Posner. Posner shot. Save in front. Folks standing there. The goaltender of West Coast Elite. Great shot by Posner.
Really nice shot. Really nice tip. There was a tip at the end there, and a really nice save by the goaltender. Good hockey play all the way around.
Kalea has really had a good series thus far. Pass comes back. It is Hodson. Hodson shot. Gets tipped wide. That's Davis on it. Davis down low. Up the boards. Kept in by Davis. Davis walks behind the line. Has it behind the net. Looking for passing options after the point. That's Hodson. Hodson keeps it in. That's Davis. Davis to Larison. Larison shot. Blocked. Over to Hodson. Hodson gets it taken off his stick. Good job by Wouden coming back. Puck comes out. That's Davis. Oh, and there's going to be a penalty here on West Coast Elite as Creel gets knocked down again. Creel has drawn 3 penalties thus far.
Yeah, no, again, this is frustration leading in with just sloppy play, and this is not what you want to see, because the biggest issue that you're going to run into this time of year, this is not the time of year for anybody to get injured. And they're starting to throw sticks around a little bit, high hitting, slew footing, I mean, all the different pieces that are going through. So this is when they need to just kind of, coaches need to sit back. If I was the coaches, I'd get the refs over to the bench a little bit and go, hey guys, we gotta back down a little bit here.
This has been the Gaels power play line. It's Vowinkle, Jennings, and Tritton with Rubino and Martin on D. .135 left to go in the period. 1:30 on the power play. Vowinkle steps in for the draw. To the boards it goes. Burrowing in is Vowinkle. Vowinkle out to Martin. Martin walks the line. Martin shot. Blocked. Tritton over to Martin. Martin try to get it over the boards. Picked up by Vowinkle. Vowinkle looking. Trying to drag it to the middle. Puck bounces around. Pops out to Tritton. Tritton shot wide. Rubino steps up. Rubino picks up the puck. Rubino over to Tritton. Shot wide. Vowinkle tries to wrap around. Picked up by the goaltender and frozen. Good little one-timer there by Tritton. Just doesn't go.
Evan is giving his all out there right now. It's pretty impressive to watch him. He's playing hockey.
Bullwinkle's been the best player for the Gaels thus far in this tournament.
Speaking of best, when you have to kick somebody's butt and you don't know what to do, you go to www.keithdunnigan and it'll show you how.
Falks on the draw. Puck goes in the corner. West Coast Elite have it. They try to go around, send it out of the zone. Past Martin. Rubino's back for it. Rubino with a forechecker on him. Rubino comes around. Up to Kalea. Kalea to Folks. Folks into the zone. Folks drops it. Shot by Scrogum. Save. It bounces up. It's available. And the goaltender for West Coast Elite has it.
I have to be honest. When you look at 27 shots, they got 2 goals in. The kid's playing well.
Great
The West
zone
Coast,
entry.
the West Coast, and the Gorman's doing a great job of bringing it up. Passes are crisp. They're getting the puck on the other guy's stick, coming in. But this goalie's doing a good job of kind of locking
playing
down.
phenomenal. Yeah. Great zone entry by the Gaels in that one. Face-off won there by the Gaels. Over to Rubino. Dropped off by the West Coast Elite player. Rubino knocks that player down, and he has the puck behind the net. 19 seconds left. Rubino's going to have to skate it. He does. Into the zone he comes. Rubino, shot, save, bounces, and saved by the West Coast Elite goaltender with 10.2 left. As
Heck of a save.
Rubino knew he had no time left.
Heck of a save there.
Yeah, heck of a save.
It was a good jump. It was a good jump by AJ too.
If Rubino had a better shot, it might have gone in.
I've heard his mom's strong, but his dad's got weak wrist.
Rubino's shot has something lacking. And it comes out to Posner. Posner on the boards. Shot. Tipped in front. Available. Oh. Woden gets knocked down behind the net. And that'll do it for the second period. 2-0 Gaels. Shots 29-5 in favor of the Gaels. Dominating performance thus far, Joe.
Yeah, no, it's no question that they've won. I mean, you would think this game is 4 or 5-0. There haven't been any real threats from the West Coast Elites, but they're fighting hard. I mean, they got the guys. First 2 periods, they got Bishop Gorman to play their game, going, we don't know each other's name, but we're going to sit here and hit them. We're going to get them a little chippy. I think the vets on the Gorman team have held it somewhat together, getting great defensive. I mean, the defensive back end is really doing a nice job on Gorman's side. And, we can go through the 6 guys, but they're all doing a nice job back there. I would be, one of the questions you'd have, the passes have been there. Power play, when you got guys rotating in and out of the box for, basically half a period, when we get to season, you got to put one of those in. So, all in all, though, good first 2 periods, well on their way to a second victory. If they continue the neutral zone domination and keeping the puck in the offensive zone, this one should be. I think you got to say for toughest man in the building right now for this is the 2 goalies. The goalie from West Coast Elite stood up, and I think Ryder Saxton's done a really nice job for not seeing a ton of shots. He's been on point when they have come in.
Absolutely. The forecheck for the Gaels has been on point thus far. We'll see if they can continue that action. 29-5. That means there's been a couple of shots that have been blocked by the Gaels defensive core, and they are known for blocking shots. Colin Davis will step in for the draw here to start the third period. Jaden Wowdoon on his right. Puck sent down by West Coast Elite. Back behind the net, that's Jeff Baldy. He has it. He has some space. Knocked off his stick. Shot wide. Posner has it. Posner up the boards to Wowdoon. Doesn't come out. West Coast Elite with some pressure now. Shot blocked by Posner. Good job by Posner. Taking his man to the boards with the body. Posner takes a hit and takes the punt. Good job by Posner. He comes out of the zone. Drops it in. Goes after it himself. Posner on the puck now. Out to Davis. Davis walking in into the corner. Good shift by Posner. Davis has it behind the net. Out to the middle. Larison towards the net, wide. That's Wahuden on it. Wahuden shot towards the net, blocked. Wahuden takes a hit from behind, no call. Pulling it out is Davis. Davis shot, save with the glove. This West Coast Elite goaltender is keeping their team.
And there's no question. Two observations from not having watched the boys play in a little while. Their strength on skate is much, much better now. I mean, you could see that the off-season program. You can see the off-season program is definitely showing its way, and you can see Cody Castro and Yoakum's effect on just positioning and where they're being. So, it's starting, and I think as you see the summer evolve as they get into the early season, I think there's going to be some really cool things to come out of this.
This team has a bright future if they stick with this program. Puck comes out. Larison defending. West Coast Elite off the boards. Larison steps up. Knocks it down. Big elbow. No call there. And Tritton's going to go.
Which I have to say is kind of that's a bunk call because just before the turn of the period, somebody threw a punch in the middle of the thing and there was no call. So the refs are. I get letting guys play during the summer, but this one's getting it's been getting out of hand since the beginning.
Tritton got elbowed right in the face, and then he retaliated, and that's where the call came in. But he's seen it, too. He should have called both. You know what I mean? Correspondent Keith Dunnigan said he should have called both. He is right in this situation. Timmy Folks will take the face-off. We've been great on the draw thus far. That face-off is a draw. West Coast Elite picks it up in the corner. Behind the net. Out to the point. Down to the hash marks. Back out to the point. Shot towards the net, blocked by Folks. And out of play. Timmy Folks showing his grit. And Folks has been super gritty this entire tournament. Face up to the left of Ryder Saxton. You know, Joe, they say your goaltender needs to be one of your best penalty killers. So I think Ryder Saxton needs to come up with a big save in this sequence.
Agreed. It's still a 2-0 game. This is not a...
Larison off the glass and out of the zone. For checking his Folks. And that's going to be on the stick of Martin. He sends it down. Folks on the forecheck. West Coast Elite tries to come into the zone now. Here they come. Rubino defending, knocks it off his stick. Martin has it. Martin slings it around off his own player. Out comes Timmy Folks. He has it. Out of the play. Here comes Folks. Into the zone, shot blocked. Sent up the boards, intercepted by Bowinkle. Taken by West Coast Elite. In they come. Good stick by Martin. Here comes Bowinkle. He's got space. Bowinkle shot. Save with the stick by the goaltender for West Coast Elite. Creel takes the puck. Creel in the middle. Just can't get the shot off. He's pulled down. No call. Stepping up is Rubino. Taking the puck is Bowinkle. Creel throws it into the zone. Davis on the forecheck. Penalty is over. Davis battling. Big battle in the corner. Two Gaels, two West Coast Elite players. It's Bowinkle. It's Colin Davis. The puck's pinned up against the boards. Nobody wants to come out with it. Out comes West Coast Elite. Up the boards. Puck goes all the way down. Tyler Martin on it. Over to Rubino. Rubino with some room. Rubino up the boards. It's out of the zone. Back on the stick of Rubino. He has space. Ahead is Rubino. Rubino into the zone. Rubino to the middle. Shots. Go. Oh, just wide. Rubino had it on his stick. Just goes wide. Posner drops it in deep. That Rubino can't finish. Pulls it in. Shot by Creel. Save. Back in the corner. West Coast Elite now have it. Send it around. Out of the zone they come. Posner steps up. Drops it into the zone. Here comes West Coast Elite. Back behind the net, Baldy runs into some trouble. A little 2-on-2 battle. It's Baldy, it's Jennings, it's Tritton, and two West Coast Elite players. Puck squirts out. Evan Vowinkle on it, chips it out, takes a hit, and it's an icing on the Gaels.
This next break's brought to you by Porta Potties. If you happen to see a Porta Potty, Ken needs one. All right, so we got 8:31 left here in the third period. 33 shots for your Bishop Gorman Gaels against 6 for the West Coast Elite. A 2-0 game, so this game still has some hair on the dog in this one. Timmy Folks will step in for the puck drop. Puck is won back to the West Coast Elites. West Coast Elites play it around the back end. Puck is whipped around the Gaels defensive zone. Big hit in the corner. Gaels having a little bit of trouble clearing the puck. Dumped back in by the West Coast Elite defenseman. Little tie up behind the net. Timmy Folks will pick it up right behind Ryder Saxton, play it up. Now the zone is being pushed. I believe that's Kalea, pushes it down to Scrogum. Scrogum dumps it back down in. Kalea over to Folks. Kalea battling behind the net, and the refs will blow the whistle as the puck gets tied up in the net. There's a little bit of an early call there. 7:49 left in the third period. So this will take the Gaels to 3-0 on the weekend should they finish this one off. Nice way to go into Sunday's final game as they move up to CNA tomorrow afternoon. Colin Davis will step in for the faceoff. He'll win that back. That plays back to Larriston. Larriston's going to work it up the board. He's on the high wall. A little bit of a scrum going on behind the net now. Still battling. Cash Creel pushing the puck's going to be played up the wall. Colin Davis picks it up. Cash Creel joined that mob. Everybody poking at it. Puck is won out by Davis and Creel. It's flipped over to Hodson. Hodson's going to dance with, Wahooten. He's going to dance with it a little bit. Another big save from the West Coast Elite goaltender, who's played a heck of a game tonight. It's picked back up by West Coast Elite, but Bishop Gorman continues to own the neutral zone. There's really been no offensive threats. Colin Davis is going to play it back a little bit. Now he's going to come up the boards. It's picked up by Cash Creel at center ice. Lost to the West Coast Elite, then picked back up. Gorman is in the offsides position, but the puck is then misplayed. Picked up by Larison. Larison's going to come through, and another big save by the West Coast Elite goaltender. 35 shots to 6, 2-0 in the third, 6:39 remaining.
Damn it.
We're going to get a full-scale shift change by everybody. The only player not coming off the ice right now is the goaltenders for both teams.
Offensive zone draw for the Gaels. Vowinkle on it. Won by West Coast Elite. But Jennings is first on the puck down the corner. Rubino steps up. Shields the other player with his body down low. Attacked by 3 players. Down to Jennings. Out to Rubino. Shot by Vowinkle. Just goes wide. Out come West Coast Elite. Martin's back. Throwing a hit is Bowen. Penalty on West Coast Elite upcoming. And falling down. Oh! And Martin throws a hit. I don't know if that's going to be a coincidental now. As Martin throws a hit at the end of that play. Looks like it's just going to be a penalty on West Coast Elite. Martin got in a little bit of a scrum at the end there, but no call. Face off in the offensive zone for the Gaels. Timmy Folks on the draw. He wins it back. Back to Martin. Martin steps up. Martin crushed to Rubino. Rubino one-timer. Blocked in front. Scrogum around. Rubino picks it up. Rubino on the circle. Down to Kalea. Kalea looking. Kalea circling across to Rubino. Has it in the corner. Rubino around, down to Martin. Martin, shot, save. Martin has it in the corner. Martin looking at the Scrogum. Scrogum backhands it out to Martin. Martin, shot, blocks to Rubino's stick. Rubino looking, circles. Rubino walks to the middle. Rubino walks to the middle. Shot, save. Off the goalie's shoulder. Rubino. Out to Scrogum. Scrogum. Down to Kalea. Good pressure here by the Gaels. On the power play. Kalea protects the puck. Kalea has it. Down to Folks. Folks out to Scrogum. Scrogum loses an edge. And the puck's sent out of the zone. Past Martin. Good pressure by the Gaels on that power play. Here comes Folks. Quick up the other way. Rubino circles. Rubino dances, knocked off his stick. Up to Scrogum. Scrogum to the middle. That power play looked real good for a minute. Here comes West Coast Elite out the other way. Stepping up is Posner, but the puck is past him. West Coast Elite behind the goal line. Towards the middle. Available. Saxton covers it up. And a punch is thrown.
I got to be honest, and
By
I think
the West Coast Elite player.
that's a Knight. I don't know who it is. Yeah, the entire game, this kid's been throwing punches, and he shouldn't be on the ice. This is like 4 or 5 times now where he's just blatantly cocked back and thrown punches. So, we don't need that kind of stuff this time of year.
A lot of parents are screaming, control the game, ref.
That hasn't happened yet.
Face off to the right of Ryder Saxton.
They didn't give him whistles today.
Colin Davis picks it up and comes through the neutral zone. 3-on-2 the other way. Davis to the middle and comes in on the goalie. Gets assaulted from behind. And there's a whistle, but no call.
So here's what happens in these scenarios, and this is what's not good. Somebody from Gorman is most likely going to make a run at somebody, and this is where it's obvious who's got the more physical and bigger team, and you get the wrong guy running the wrong way. This thing's gonna get ugly fast. And somebody just keep it calm, finish the game. We don't need anybody from the team getting hurt.
Checked in by Baldy. Baldy has the puck, drops it. Nobody home. Puck sent out. Posner back. Posner circling up the boards to Creel. Creel gets it out of the zone. Good job by Creel protecting the puck. Back on the stick of Posner. Posner backhands it up. West Coast Elite blocked by Jaden Wowden. He's in, burrows in after it. Creel now down low. They're battling. Creel up to Posner. Posner shot towards the net. Save by the West Coast Elite goaltender.
You know, it seems to be the chippy ones on the West Coast Elite team are the local kids, and you can only imagine what they're all saying to each other, who's playing for who, what's going on with this. So, you know, it's tough to say. It's tough to say exactly what's driving it, but I think we all know.
This brings out the lawsuit, the law firm of Bowinkle, Jennings, and Tritton, with Larison and Hodson on the team.
When you need legal advice, that is not the firm to go to. When you need defense, that is the firm to go to.
That's right. Bowinkle on the draw. He has 2 goals in the tournament thus far. Puck sitting available. Stepping up is Larison. Saved by the West Coast Elite goaltender, who is keeping. He has 40 shots on goal. Shot by Bowinkle just wide. This West Coast Elite goaltender has 40 shots thus far.
When, you know, we said early, it looked like he was leaving the top corners open. He definitely took care of that real fast.
There's a hanger there. Hodson comes back to cover that. In comes the West Coast Elite. Good stick by Tritton coming back. Hodson takes the puck. Around, takes a hit. Bowinkle along the boards. The battle continues. Sent down low. Good job by Hodson playing the body. It's on the stick of Larison. He's up to Tritton. Tritton sends it across and into the West Coast Elite zone. Jennings on the forecheck picks up the puck. Good job by Jennings. Jennings across the Tritton. Pass gets deflected. West Coast Elite is sent it out on the stick of Bowinkle into the zone. Bowinkle takes a hit in the corner. Puck goes. West Coast Elite now is hanging someone deep in, and they come away. Larison defending. Good job by Larison holding that player up. Tritton joins the fray. Puck comes around. Up the boards, Kalea battles. That's Scrogum, sorry. West Coast Elite at the point. Drop it towards the middle of the net. Kalea on the puck. Puck sent out of the zone. Scrogum. Bowinkle throws a hit. Larison gets it out of the zone. There's bodies everywhere. Into the zone comes West Coast Elite. Shot on goal. Goes wide, actually. West Coast Elite shot towards the net. Blocked by Scrogum. Another shot blocked by Bowinkle. Kalea on it. Battles. Kalea goes to the boards. Puck's underneath a player. Off a body. Taken by Martin. Martin comes out of the zone. Tripped. Penalty on West Coast Elite. And they're going to go to the box with 23 seconds left. Gaels are going to go on the power play with 23 seconds left. 2-0 lead. I think things are in good shape for the Gaels to go up 3-0 after winning the first 2 games of the tournament.
I would agree. This game has been ugly. I think it's you know, you don't want to put stuff on the stripes, but this thing could have gotten contained. I think we would have had a better hockey game had they just taken control early.
I like the defense of the Gaels really stepping up, blocking shots. Ryder Saxton hasn't had to face many high-danger chances. Martin takes it into the corner. Martin walks, shot towards the goal. Blocked. Creel behind the net, out front. And it's covered by the West Coast Elite goaltender with 8.2 seconds left. Looks like the Gaels are going to go 3-0 in the preliminary tournament here and head into the playoffs.
Yes. I agree with your analysis.
Back to Martin. Martin towards the net, over the net. Martin's headhunter shot. Rubino chips it in, and that'll do it. The Gaels will go up 3-0 in the tournament with a 2-0 win over the West Coast Elite team and head to the playoffs tomorrow, either gets the number 1 or the number 2 seed, depending on the split.
Do you have any idea who's they do play?
No idea.
No idea. All right.
If we win out, they'll be the number 2, and they're going to play whoever's 3, which is going to be these guys again.
Yeah.
Most likely.
All right.
We got 2 more games in.
Oh, is there 2 tomorrow?
We have one tonight, we have the one tomorrow. They're done.
From the America First Center, I'm Ken Rubino along with Joe Micatrato and side commentary from Keith Cunningham. You're watching Bishop Gorman Gaels hockey on the Larison Sports Broadcasting Network. Thanks for watching.